Letchworth National Park, Part 2. And this is just a fun ride, and you can see more of the canyon. And the canyon gets obviously taller as the further south you go, starting from the north, heading south. This is it. You know, going down and back is actually not too hard. It can take you like 2 hours. You know, take it like it's not like the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon, it's 2 hours down, 5 hours back up. So it's a whole day to do the Grand Canyon. Here you could do it in, 2 hours. Depending on where, because the slopes are different. So plenty of different hiking trails. That's why most of the people come here, for the hiking. Oh, and the views, and the horseback and the whitewater. Oh God, why do I know? I don't know what I'm saying. But anywho, plenty of places, plenty of stuff to see, plenty of stuff to do, especially if you're a nature freak. And of course, there's always the views. Always the views. The Gardoul Overlook. So basically what it says is this was formed over 100,000 years ago in an ice age by a glacier. And then they talk about this was the Seneca Indians lived here. Seneca Indians during the warring would actually kidnap teenagers and make them part of the tribe. One of them was Mary, a woman named Mary. Mary Jameson, white woman from Genesee, lived more than 50 years. Mary, a teenager, when captured by the French Indian War, was adopted by the Seneca. During the Revolutionary War, she brought her family to the valley to escape the raids. And at the end of the Treaty of the Big Tree, she was given 18,000 acres, including this. This was part of the 18,000 acres. Hell of a gift. Hell of a gift. Here we know, nice little picnic area. Playground over there. You can wander around. There's a little Frontiersville kind of area here, but not a lot of whole frontiering went out here. I mean, as you can see, just look at that. See, you can see some of the rafting. You can see the steep drop off. This is how it gets its name, Grand Canyon of the East. I don't know if you can raft on that. Seems a little shallow, but maybe you can. I don't know if they're doing rafting now. They probably are. So, that bird is black and yellow. I don't know anything about birds. I really don't. I can tell the difference between... I mean, is the difference between a hawk and an eagle just size? I bet you they did all that up because of COVID. They don't want people touching the same stuff. Here you go. Nice view. I'm currently headed south, of course. Started in the north, headed south. But it is gorgeous. Gotta give it that. I mean, when it comes to rafting, we're not really known for rafting. It's more of enjoying the scenery. I think they only get up to the class 1, maybe class 2 rapids. So, you're not coming here for the adventure. You're coming here for the scenery. Nice little something over there. For those who are curious, that's Wolf Creek, like right on the side there. It's a 225-foot drop. So if anyone's curious about how high up it is, 225 feet. Wolf Creek, because they just named stuff after stuff they see. You'd be surprised at how many Deer Creeks there are out there. You know, because people are just like, well, what are you going to call this creek? Well, I saw a deer on it, so it's Deer Creek. Oh, I saw a wolf drinking out of the creek. Oh, it's Wolf Creek now. So, not the most original naming things, but it is worthwhile. It's spectacular. And this is just Letchworth. I'm still headed towards the falls. Can't wait to get to the falls. Here's another view. You kind of look at it. That bend in the corner, that's where I just was. Okay? So, yeah. You really get a nice, cool, very meandering river. So that means, meandering means it turns and twists a lot. That means it's an old river. Like if it goes straight, that means it's steep and goes straight down. Meandering means it's kind of more flat, so it kind of cuts out all these things. You can see even people like up there, you can see exactly where it is. So, not a whole lot to say here. It's just enjoy the day, enjoy the ride. Nice to have the fresh air. Just another overlook area. I mean, in reality, it's kind of like the Blue Ridge mountain range, where there's like a stop every few say like almost like it almost feels like every quarter mile. But if you consider about like how high it is, I think this is the highest it gets, because you know the next stop is like right over there. This is 550 feet. So from the water to here is 550 feet. I think this is about as high as it gets, as the depth that it gets. I think the Grand Canyon, for comparison, goes to like a mile deep. Yeah. So, getting close. Getting close. We're not too far away from the falls, I think. I think there's just a few more stops along the way, and then all of a sudden I'm going to bump into the falls. Those are nice to see. I mean, it's not Niagara Falls. You know, let's be honest here. It is not Niagara Falls, but they are something to be seen. Because, you know, my going theory is that there's always something around somewhere, around some people. So there's always something to enjoy, something to see, something worthwhile to go do. And especially in today's day and age at the moment, because this is, you know, the COVID tour, you know, the safest place you are is actually outside. So finding something to do outside and the parks are a great place, you know, hiking, just going out, having a picnic, going back. I mean, it's $10 for a day here, day pass, $10. Camping is obviously a lot more. I mean, not that much. I think it's like 26 bucks. And oddly enough, camping doesn't seem to be on the rise. Maybe it's because the tourism's down. Yes, here we're at the bird conservation area, where they've put apart almost 10,000 acres just for birds. 135 breeding birds breed here. There's just a slew of them. I think I've actually seen all those so far. I'm just not a bird person. I just don't know a whole lot about them. They never really. You can actually hunt turkey. You can get a turkey hunting permit. You can get a turkey hunting permit for here. This is great. This is just great. I love this. I mean, it's just great. So here's gonna be lunch. I'm almost at the falls. So I'll sit here, grab a little bite to eat. A couple other people have the same idea as me. And enjoy the view. Great place to sit here and take stock of your life. I mean, obviously there's no, there's no picnic benches, but does it really matter? This is right before I get to the falls, so things are good. Is those Amish? How does this work? That was it. That's all it has. The next session has the falls. All right, here we go.